Okay, everybody, I'd like to introduce Father Charles Kosmaski, a Hadley native, and he's going to offer a prayer for us.
Good afternoon. How's everybody this afternoon? Great. Thank you. I was covering masses and where, as you know, well, probably a lot of you don't know. My name is Father Charles, and as Jerry said, I am a native of Hadley. Actually, I was born on East Street, but at the opposite end. It was the poorest section of the town. But anyway, growing up in Hadley, I have to say this. Hadley is a very patriotic town. You know, we come together this afternoon, as I did last year, and I must have did a pretty good job because they invited me back and doing the prayer. But I also found out that they were doing the banners. And so I said to myself, I want to honor my father, who was a Marine. My uncle, Ed, who owned the Hadley Garden Center with my aunt, was a full colonel in the Army. So I know what it is like to have veterans in our families, but what a beautiful way was to honor them. So last year, I came like you are today, and these are the new banners. You're the new families that are honoring them in a special way for their service. When I arrived last year, and I looked at the banner of my father and my uncle, tears came down my eyes because I looked not only at them, but for all the men and women that sacrificed their life for our country. Many did come back. There are many veterans that are here. But think about those that did not come back, those that came back wounded. And so we honor them in a very special way. But first of all, I'm going to ask the Girl Scouts, can you come over behind me and you can watch their till there so nobody takes any of that money. Let me have all the younger kids come forward. Come on. I'll get you a free hot dog. Come on. I have some connection, I think. Come on, don't be afraid. Come on. You'll get another hot dog. I promise you. Jerry will do. He'll make sure you get one. Come on. Come on up here in front. Look at how nice they are, aren't they? Now, you're probably wondering why I'm inviting all the children, because they are our young generation. They don't know nothing about war, but there are men and women that are serving our country now to protect children. And these are the children of the future of America. Now, I have you up here because later on I need backup singers, because I'm a singer. You didn't know that, right? But I know you can help me. Let me begin by, I'm probably taking all of Jerry's lines, so I'm sorry, Jerry. Pam Haig, who is the head of the committee, Jerry Devine, Joyce Chunglo, Joe and Shelley Boisvert, Richard Coach, John Schabacher, I said it right, thank you, and Steve Connor, of course, who is the Hadley agent, so we welcome him. We want to thank the banner committee for coming up with the idea last year, making the banners possible, and for doing it this year. When you gather on Memorial Day and you watch the great parade that Hadley always has, and you see those banners hanging of all your loved ones that you honor in this particular way, a tear will come to your eye, a tear of joy and saying, thank you, my son, thank you, my father, thank you, whatever the relationship, to whoever's banner is here, we honor them in a very special way. All of you know God Bless America, right? That song, yeah. Can you join with me as we sing God Bless America? God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night, through the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. Isn't that great? Don't go away yet. God bless the red, white, and blue. There's a beautiful flag, handmade. I think there's a special raffle for it, and I think the Girl Scouts are in charge. I'm not sure if I'm getting the right connect, but isn't that the American flag that was hand woven? Such a beautiful symbol. You're going to see the veterans coming in, the American flag. The American flag stands for us more than red, white, and blue, but freedom. Dear Lord, I fought for freedom for many nights and days. It's now on bended knee I come to you. These words, please hear me pray. For all my friends and patriots who never said a word, just raised their hand and gave a nod when they were asked to serve. Please honor them and hold them. Your love keep them from harm. May they find some peace tonight in your loving arms. For all who love this country and stood up so brave and true, it's only for their rights we fight. God bless the red, white, and blue. And God bless you, and God bless America. Give them a round of applause. They were great. Thank you. Thank you for being Girl Scout. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What's your dolly's name?
My dolly's name is Moana.
Luana. I used to have a girl from Luana. And you got two. What are
Anna and Elsa.
Anna? Are they Polish? They sound it. Yeah, beautiful. And your name is?
Max.
Okay. Thank you so much. Give me a round of applause. Thank you. Oh, yes, you can go back. I'm sorry. Don't forget the free hot dogs. I don't want to go to hell.
One more girlfriend joke in your head. Thank you very much, Father. I'd like to join us now as we're going to post the colors by the Hadley American Legion, please. If I could ask the Girl Scouts to come back again, please. Joining us today are Olivia Chandela, Annabelle Sewells, Abby Winter, and Megan Regish. If you could come up and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, we'd appreciate your help, please.
Present arms.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much, ladies. If everybody could please remain standing, we're going to have the national anthem right now, please.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's red gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through
Thanks very much, Steve. A little later on, folks, I'm going to be asking a few of you to tell us exactly what the banners mean to you. We hope not everybody's shy. I know a lot of times that these things people don't like to talk about it, but we're going to have a little extra time today, and I think that there's some pretty fantastic stories out there to tell, like the ones that Father told us today about what these mean to the people and the places and the things that happened with this. So a little later on, it's not right now, but if you could be thinking about your stories along the way. I neglected, before Father left here, to tell you that on Father's Day this year, Father Charles Kosmeski will be celebrating his Golden Jubilee with 50 years in the priesthood. Father, we so much appreciate it. When I called him up and asked him if he'd join us again this year, it was a resounding yes, because aside from being a priest, as we know he is too, he certainly is partisan, loves USA and America, and you can certainly see that in his words. Thank you again, Father. Ladies, thank you so much. About 2 years ago, Pam Haig came up with an idea. How's that, Steve? Am I better? Okay. Pam Haig came up with an idea that we should have banners in the town of Hadley to honor our veterans. You see, Pam is the daughter-in-law to Aggie Banash. And for any of you who don't know Aggie, she was an American Legion veteran, and she was always very, very involved with the parade. It's very, very fitting that Annie is the inspiration to the banner committee that was made and the banners that end up showing up in Hadley. Pam brought her idea before the select board, who wholeheartedly supported the idea. As a matter of fact, Joyce Chunglo immediately joined our committee and was the first one there. Thanks, Joyce. Seeking a little more help for Pam's idea, the select board put out a call to other citizens looking to volunteer to be an ad hoc banner committee. And I'd like to introduce the members of our committee, if you had a minute for us, please. First and foremost, it's Pam Haig, our leader and champion of the whole program. Joyce Chunglo, and I think she's back there serving some hot dogs. Joyce, you still with us? American Legion member and Private First Class Don Schaubacker. Mr. Richard Coach. And the tandem duo that we luckily got, of Joe and Shelley Boysworth, who are busy providing us with hot dogs today. Myself, I joined the committee as well, and our Hadley Veterans agent, Steve Connor, who's right here joining us. Our mission was simple. Let's just get some banners up and honor the veterans of the town of Hadley. But the easy part was done. We talked about it. As everybody knows, the devil's in the details. We began researching where to get the flags, how much do they cost, where to put them up, and we needed to develop a request form that would ensure that the applicants fulfilled the qualifications to ensure the integrity of this program. Everybody that's on all these flags has been vetted and made sure that they certainly serve the United States of America in the service. We promise. Many of our meetings were held to address these ideas and questions, and we got a lot of them answered. However, one element of the program was very easy to decide, and that's that all our Gold Star veterans who passed away while in the service of the country, and all centurions would have their banners paid for by the committee for free to them. In addition, those banners would be displayed on Route 9 from the Hadley American Legion to Hopkins Academy, where they would have the greatest amount of exposure and holding a place of honor. The Banner Committee is one of those committees that does not come with a budget. So the next item on the agenda, since we were trying to offer some free programs, was to come up with some money. But don't worry, all we had to do was make an announcement. The generous people in the town of Hadley and some very helpful businesses gave us some money immediately, and very shortly we had more than what we needed to provide the program that we were doing. To our banner on our left-hand side here, behind the speaker, you'll see some of those businesses in the town of Hadley that contributed. We very much appreciate it. Thank you very much. Last year, we were very proud to post 83 banners, which we put on the poles. And again, this year, we have another 59 banners for a grand total of 142, including this year an additional 2 Purple Heart veterans, and we also have 2 more Gold Star veterans, people who lost their life in the pursuit of the service. So Steve's going to be talking about that in a few more minutes. At this time, I'd like to read a letter from the Hadley Select Board. To the Hadley Banner Committee, this is from Molly Keegan, the Chairman of the Board of Selectmen. I'm sorry I won't be able to join you on Sunday. I have a previous engagement. On behalf of the Select Board, I'd like to thank the residents for showing their pride and support in honoring the Hadley's many veterans. The town received a tremendous amount of positive feedback from both residents and others who traveled on our banner-filled roads. We owe so much to our veterans, and it's such a great way for us to demonstrate our support and gratitude for their service. The Select Board would like to commend the Banner Committee of Pam Haig, Joyce Chunglo, Don Schaubacker, Shelley and Joe Boysworth, Rich Coach, Jerry Devine, and Veterans Agent Steve Connor, and our helper Dan Nye as well, for doing an excellent job in shepherding the process. In fact, the fact that we have an additional 59 banners this year is a testimony to the popularity and success of the program. Lastly, and certainly not least, the Select Board would like to thank the volunteers from the Hadley Police Department and Hadley Fire Department for putting our banners up and down our roads. Thank you to the Police and Fire Department from Molly. At this time, I'd like to ask the aforementioned Steve Connor to come up and offer a few words. Steve's a veterans agent for the town of Hadley, and he drives in from Pittsfield? Lennox. I didn't want to give your actual address. From Lennox every single time that we have a meeting, and we have a lot of meetings. It takes a lot of work to get this all done. We really appreciate his dedication, and he brought a lot to our plan. We really appreciate his help.
Thank you very much. Hi, folks. Yeah, I'm the director of Central Hampshire Veteran Services, and a few years ago, Hadley joined the district. We started back in 2008 with 6 towns. We now have 14 towns that we handle the veteran services for. Veteran Services does everything you can think of when it comes to veterans, whether it's filing paperwork to get benefits from the VA for a service-connected disability or for their health care. We run a financial assistance program sponsored by the state, and it's been a great pleasure for me. I've now done it for over 21 years. I thought I was going to do about 5 or 6 until my kids graduated, and I'm still at it. But anyways, thank you. Folks understand what a Gold Star family is, and those are those service members who gave up the ultimate sacrifice. And in all reality, that was what Memorial Day was all about. So it's good that we do this right before Memorial Day. Because although we have parades and picnics and things like that, what it really is, Memorial Day, is kind of a funeral procession. It's our way to respect those people that gave their lives. We have expanded it to everyone who served, and we now go out, many of these gentlemen over here go out and they put up flags at all the graves of the people who served and have now passed. But the original Memorial Day was just about those who gave the ultimate sacrifice. But we have another way of honoring, besides just honoring the families as Gold Star families, we also, the veterans that shed blood while serving, also got the Purple Heart. And I just want to say a few things as we see right here. World War II, the Purple Heart. And the Purple Heart, all soldiers know the Purple Heart is given to those who are wounded or killed while fighting in the nation's wars. Most also know that those who are injured or die in terrorist attacks are eligible to receive the decoration too. What most soldiers and most Americans do not realize, however, is that the Purple Heart is a unique military award. First, it's the oldest U.S. military decoration. General Washington awarded the first Purple Heart-shaped badges to soldiers who fought in the Continental Army during the American Revolution. And we're now, for those that paid attention, the Lexington and Concord ceremony that happened just a month ago for the first shot heard around the world, starting the American Revolution 250 years ago. Second, until World War II, the Purple Heart was exclusively an Army decoration, and with rare exceptions, only soldiers received it. The Navy and the Marine Corps lacked the authority to award it to sea service personnel. Finally, the Purple Heart is the only decoration awarded without regard to any person's favor or approval. Any soldier, sailor, airman, or Marine who sheds blood in defense of the nation is automatically awarded the Purple Heart. And on August 7th, 1782, General Washington awarded that, and he awarded it to a Sergeant Elijah Churchill, who did survive, but was awarded that for his wounds and for his bravery and dedication. And George Washington gave him the very first one, and that gentleman now is buried in Middlefield. For those who know Hampshire County, the last town going into the Berkshires is Middlefield. You can't get there in a straight line. I know, because that's one of the 14 towns I have. And you can only get there by going down into Huntington and up, or up to Peru and down, because otherwise you got the mountains and there's no road. But that is where he has been buried. It is a great honor for people who have gotten the Purple Heart. And if you see it on any of these banners, just know that those are extra special people who served. There's also two other people this year that are going to, I wanted to give mention to, because they are decorated as many, but they are true heroes because they have a V device on their awards, whether it's the Naval Commendation Medal with the V, or the, what was the other one? Army Bronze Star, the Bronze Star with a V device. Those two gentlemen got those for bravery above and beyond what would be expected of anyone. And it meant that they also had an intimate personal contact with the enemy in their battle. So we throw the word hero around a lot. Sports heroes, this heroes, hire a hero, everybody's a hero. When you see the V, that means that was a real hero, that everybody had determined they had gone above and beyond. And those are Robert O'Neill and Kevin Grennan. And our two Purple Heart recipients and Gold Star family members, Thomas Matusko and Louis Wojuwodo. I got it. I practiced it. Thanks again, everybody, for coming out today. It's a great way to do. Oh, yes. In case people haven't noticed, when you now drive into most of the main roads coming into Hadley, you'll see that Hadley is a Purple Heart community. We went through that last summer, and all the signs are up, and it's a great way for the town to honor their members of the military. Thank you.
Special thanks to Joyce Chungalo, who brought that before the select board and made sure that that got done. Thanks, Joyce.
Okay, yes, I'm sorry. Missed the details. I didn't make the last meeting, I think. As a special honor, we would like to present the family members of these two Purple Heart and Gold Star families. The Girl Scouts, would you please present both the Matusko, what's that?
Joe Malinowski, please. The sponsor for Mr. Thomas Matusko. And to Michael Line by for the Louis Wojawoda. Is Mike Line here today? Okay, thank you very much. I started the program off by telling you that I wanted to know if there was any special thoughts that any of the people had, whether they put the banners up, whether your picture's on the banner or anything else like it. I'm going to start this off by telling you that last year I got a banner, my wife and I got a banner for Hank Barstow. Frank is an extremely good friend of ours, and we wanted to make sure that the Barstow banner went up. Now, 2 months after the banners went up, Hank's sister-in-law, who spends the winters in Florida, came driving into a driveway where I was mowing a lawn, going 90 miles an hour. She jumped out of the car, and with her tear at her eye, she ran up to me and gave me a huge hug. And I'm like, "Hi, Janet. I'm married." And she said, I know you are, Jerry. She says, "But I was in Florida." She was married to Hank's brother, Norman Barstow. And she said it meant so much to the family that somebody took on the program and made sure that Hank had a banner put up. And it just meant a tremendous amount to me. Father already told us a story about his family and what it meant to him. Is there anybody else that would like to offer any thoughts regarding their families and that had it? Gigi, come up here. I'm not letting you off. You don't have to talk. You do not have to talk. Ladies and gentlemen, Gigi is in from Georgia. She's here today to make sure that her uncle's flag was bought, paid for, and is going up on the Hadley's thing because she loves him so much. She wanted to make sure it was up there. How does that make you feel, Uncle? Very special. You're welcome. Thank you. Anybody else like to offer any thoughts and prayers? Come on up. Steve, if I go to her, will it work?
Thank you. Hi, Joyce Chungalo. I guess you all know me by now. One of the reasons I joined the Banner Committee, it's very near and dear to my heart. I don't have it. I have my husband. Oh, hello. I have my husband who we did a banner for last year. I finally got to hang him, but that's not the case. I love him truly, but the real reason that I joined the Banner Committee is that most of my family members who do not live in Hadley but participated in World War II, the Vietnam War. My nephew just came out of the Air Force after 25 years. So this Banner Committee meant more than I can say. And I'm so happy that I've been able to participate in this because everybody, all of our veterans that have served, are serving, and have served before us certainly deserve all of this recognition. So that was my reason for joining the Banner Committee, and to honor all of these people. I never missed a parade, a Memorial Day parade, in 36 years that I was elected to some form or another. But it just is an honor that we were able to do all of this, and I thank you all for participating because it means a lot to me to also. So thank you.
Thanks, Joyce. Anybody else? Well, we understand. Everybody that paid for these banners and have these banners up, we appreciate your participation. we're all proud of these banners. Whether it's the family that put them up or whoever put them up, we're all proud of the people who fought for our freedoms that we enjoy each and every day. No, hang on. I'm sorry, I thought you wanted to say something. Did you want to say something?
No, I'm fine.
You're on the hook now. Okay. He said, thank you, Pam. Okay. No problem at all. I'm glad I didn't miss it. Again, we'd like to thank the Hadley Fire Department and the Hadley Police Department for helping putting these up. It's a monumental task to put up 142 flags along the way and take them down. We really appreciate it, and they do it out of the goodness of their hearts. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. We'd also like to offer thanks to the Hadley Sugar Shack. Thanks, guys. Barstow's helped us today with some wonderful desserts that are over there. The American Legion, thank you so much for participating and make this special event. We'd like to thank the Girl Scouts for helping us do a great job. Father, thanks you as well. We'd like to thank the Hadley Young Men's Club who helped us out with this program as well. They were very generous to us with the terms regarding the rental in this facility. And again, we appreciate all they did for us too. And Father Charles, thank you so much for leading us today and getting this all started. We very much appreciate it.
Thank you.
Unless I missed something, that's going to conclude our ceremony other than the fact that we're going to retire the colors. Anything else? If you could retire the colors for us, please.
Honor guard, attention. Port arms. Right base. Forward march. Guide around.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody, for joining us today. We really appreciate it. Not exactly sure if there's going to be another one next year. If it's as popular in the off-season as it's been this year, we'll probably be here again next year. Make sure you get, the flags are going to be up before Memorial Day. Make sure you go take a look at them. Thank you. I know. And everybody, last call for the raffle tickets. We're going to draw that in a minute.